Quit, Susie Wang Bang. Oh, Susie, here we are in the beautiful Pavilion Theatre. This is where I belong. This is where I should be an actress. Oh, and look, there he is.
I know.
Brendan O'Carroll. You can meet him, but of course, bearing in mind it's only celebrities like myself that are allowed to actually meet him. Well, we'll see what we can do. In fact, there's a ticket office. Why don't you go and ask the nice lady if she can give you a ticket?
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Hi there. Can I get one ticket to see Brendan O'Carroll, please?
Well, I'm delighted. We've managed to get rid of Susie Wang Bang. She's downstairs looking for food or something. And I'm here in this lovely theatre, the Pavilion Theatre in Glasgow. And I'm sitting in, quite appropriately, the Royal Box with an absolute superstar. He is, of course, that king of comedy in Ireland. It's Brendan O'Carroll. Lovely to meet you, Brendan.
Oh, John, thank you so much. It's lovely to be here.
And, of course, this isn't your first time in Scotland.
No, we were in Glasgow last year with Mrs. Brown's Last Wedding, which was very successful, and we enjoyed a great run here in the Pavilion. And this is our second offering, our second play, and it's going equally well. They're getting a great response.
Great. The Mrs. Brown. Now, you played the character of that.
Yeah, I
and a
played
lot
Mrs.
of people didn't believe that it was actually a man.
It was quite weird that just 2 days ago, coming up to do this play in the taxi man was saying, oh, is she the last play there? Hey, Mrs. Brown. I said, yeah, I was in that. Oh, right, what you do? I said, I played Mrs. Brown. Yeah, very funny it was, but what did you do? And I said, I played Mrs. Brown. You're not a woman. I said, well, I hope not. So it was great. It was nice that you did your job well.
It was quite convincing then.
Yes, it was.
Now, how did you start? Because it's been a relatively quick transition into superstardom, if you like. I mean, it's only been 10 years.
Yeah.
You started off as a publican.
Yeah, I had a share in a pub. We took a lease, myself and another guy took a lease in a pub. And after 3 years, I went on holiday, came back, and he was gone with all the dosh and with all the furniture.
You're joking.
So it was a question of do something that would get ready cash in. And for years, people have been saying to me, you should be on stage. So I went to a friend of mine who owned a bar and said, look, I've no dosh, I'm in trouble. I'm not boring you, am I?
No. Continue.
No.
Not
I had
at
no
all.
dosh. I could do with a bit of a few bob. Give us a gig. He said, doing what? I said, comedy. And he went, which got him laughing straight away. And I started on one Tuesday night, and literally it took off.
And it's strange because you're not only a comedian. I mean, you've done your stand-up bit, and you're an actor. You're also a writer as well.
Yeah,
Because you've written The Mammy,
yeah.
which we have here, and I mean, this isn't your only book.
No, that's Mammy is the first of a trilogy. It's the Mammy, the Chiselers, and the Granny, and then the fourth book is called Sparrow's Trap, which is nothing to do with Mrs. Brown, but that's the Mrs. Brown trilogy. And I was very lucky that caught the eye of the movie producers, and comes out on, I think it's the 7th of March in Scotland.
So it's actually a film now.
Yeah, Agnes Brown it's called, with Angelica Houston.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
And of course, now you're working on this here at the Pavilion. It's the course. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it's based on again, just before I went into this business, I went for a job selling insurance. And as part of the job training, they gave you a positive mental attitude course. And it was very, very funny to do the course at the time. But I remember as I was doing it thinking, this would make a great play. So in 1994, I wrote a play about that course, about 6 complete losers taking a positive mental attitude course, and given by a con man. So I decided to play the con man myself, typecast. And it's very, very funny. But I mean, the principle of it is that these people have no hope of a future, never mind this course. But through the manipulation of the course and finding out a little bit more about themselves, they turn their lives around, and they become kind of unlikely winners. So there's a nice upbeat feel to it, and it's very, very funny as well. Certainly anybody who's coming should bring 2 pairs of knickers. One to wear and one to wipe your eyes with.
I hope you said eyes.
I did say eyes. Oh, absolutely. There was no AR.
Superb. So it's already running just now, but it runs for the next 3 weeks.
Yes.
And is this the first place that you've been performing this theatre?
Well, the Pavilion Theatre's record with light entertainment is such that when you come to do the type of show I do, which is kind of French farcical and high comedy, and when you come to Glasgow to do something like this, you don't think about anywhere else except the Pavilion.
Yeah.
Its record is that it's the home of that kind of show. So I mean, it's perfect for us.
And it's been selling out so far.
So far, so good. Yeah.
Keep your fingers crossed with that.
Well, you know, it's a sellout audience in Glasgow is a tribute more so than it would be anywhere else in the world. I mean, we sell out in New York, but you've got a huge theatre audience in New York. A sellout audience in Glasgow is they're a fussy audience.
Yeah.
They won't take any crap. And you know, it has to be good crap, and our crap is good crap.
So, of course, you've worked all over the world, basically. You've been in America, you've obviously been a huge success in your hometown.
Yeah, well, you know,
And in
the
Scotland
English-speaking
now
world
as
has been
well.
good for us. We don't go down too good in Japan.
No.
No, a very small
Germany.
audience. Actually, most of them are very small. Very small. Germany, yeah, very bad sense of humour. You know, you have to slow down with the jokes and leave a gap so they can reload between the jokes. But the English-speaking audience.
I think I'm
certainly
being
take-
wound up now, Brendan. I definitely do. But anyway, wish you every success with the course. I know it's an absolutely superb show. Is there anything that you've not done? You've done all that. You've been the writer, you've been the actor, you've been the comic. Is there something you would really love to do?
No, I think the pleasure for me has been. I mean, I'm 29 years of age now.
Well, I'm 17.
Yes, when you look at
Yes.
stone, but you know, at the age I'm 44 years of age. You know, and I think the pleasure for me is that I'm actually in a position to do what makes me happy. What, you know, if I want to do a play, I do a play. If I'd like to do a movie, we do a movie. If I want to write a book, I write a book. And that the business and the audiences. I mean, it's all about audiences. You know, every person that pays in the door in the pavilion, have no doubt about it, are buying a pack of nappies for my kid. And that's what it comes down to. So everyone that comes in the door is giving you the opportunity to do something else.
Yeah.
So the people of Glasgow on this trip are going to give me the opportunity to be able to sit down and write another play. That's what I like doing.
Fantastic. Well, anyway, the course, it's at the Pavilion Theatre. It's here. We wish you every success with that. We know it's going to be great. And we'll talk to you again in the near future.
Thank you, John. John, this underwear is very tight. Can I take it off?
You can take it off. And don't wear my underwear again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Come in. Oh, Susie Wangbang, come on in. Oh, that was wonderful. You missed yourself.
Where is he? Where's Brendan?
He's gone. I'm sorry, you just
promised.
missed.
I've got my autograph book, my camera, I've got my hair, I've made an effort.
I know, Susie, but he saw your photograph and he was going to vomit. He just didn't want to meet you. I'm sorry, call me old-fashioned. Oh, stop.
I promised.
Great, and you're always crying about something. Now stop it! Stop it, immediate. Come on, let's get back to the car. It's about time you had a bath. You're beginning to smell. Quick! Quick, Sticks! Oh, I don't believe it. I finally got to meet him and I never fainted.